there is the chicken coop. And there's the fence behind it that was installed a couple of weeks ago. The neighbors on the other side have already put some stain on their side. So I'm gonna come out here and start brushing on some stain so that it doesn't warp, and so of course this fence can last a long time, I hope. And here is the start of the staining of the fence project. It took me about an hour to do that, but I'm picking up speed now that I know what I'm doing a little more, and I just thought I would make a quick video of what it looks like to begin with. That's the whole thing. There's the chicken coop down there. So I have to stain this whole thing. I'm hoping to get done, well, let's give ourselves a week just to be safe. This is my painting outfit, and you're gonna see why in just a second. We've painted several rooms using these clothes. Here we go. Yep. All the different colors of all the different rooms I painted over the years. Yep. And these are actually my new chicken clothes. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna wear when I have to clean the chicken coop. I figure, why not? They're already trash, right? But they're special trash. I like them. Back to the fence right now. I got quite a bit of the fence finished. Well, look behind me. I have a lot of fence left to do, but I basically got 3 panels, I guess you'd call it, done. I'm gonna turn. The sun, I know, there's 1, here's 2, there's 3, and then the start of another one. I didn't want to put the stain back into the bucket, so I went ahead and painted a couple of other pickets there. And we'll pick it up again tomorrow, but I think it looks pretty good so far. Look at that. Yeah, it's looking good. Oh yeah. This is day 2 of the fence staining project, and I'm planning on only working for a couple of hours. That way I don't get as tired as yesterday. I got really tired, which isn't a big deal, but then my neck started hurting from looking up and down, and I got a really bad headache. So I'm like, okay, 2 hours, 2 panels at least, and not more than 2 hours or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I need to at least get 2 panels done at the same time so that it's consistent, but it should take me 2 hours. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you what is actually behind me. All right, this is what the back corner section of our property looks like. There's the fence. These are some sumacs growing, and they're way up here. This turns into a beautiful fall color trophy place. I have these other ones that I'm purposely growing here. They grow wherever they want. They're like a weed. I am encouraging them to grow in this corner because I'd like to create a canopy and sort of a little more privacy right here. I might plant a tree, but in the meantime, these sumac are going to do their thing. They're done growing this year because it's mid-September, the end of September, whatever. But then next year they'll double in height probably. All right, so let's walk back here. I'm going to put a path here to this little bench that needs some serious help. I just recently put in this ground cover. So this area is going to be really nice. It's going to be very cool in the summer for us to sit, or maybe even to have the chickens wander around in here. I haven't decided on that. Here's the fence that I'm working on. In just a moment, I'm about to start, and it goes all the way down to the chickens and beyond. All right, so I'm gonna get started, and hopefully I can get this panel and that panel done. I got my fingers crossed. My painting outfit. Yep. So this paint or stain is supposed to be transparent. I guess it's transparent in that you can still see the wood features, but I thought it was going to be transparent as in it still looked the way it looked when I started. I love this, actually. I love this color, so it's fine. And I knew when I opened it, I was like, oh man. But I was not going to take this huge bucket back to the store and start over again. No, I'm going to stain it this color. But I like it. I think it's going to look good as a backdrop to our property. So I'm going to keep on going. Hopefully I get done in another, what, hour and a half? I hope so, because I want to bring the chicks outside. That'll be another video. All right, it is day 3 of the fence painting project. I'm about to start on this next panel section and see how far I can get. I have already done one picket, and by the time I get over here where the sun is shining, it might get too hot for me. Yes, I'm kind of a heat wimp, I guess. Ta-da! Now I did want to point out real quick, this is called Canyon Brown, and we were looking for just transparent, like transparent. But this works, it's very pretty. All right, here's the next panel section. I got this much done in about 40 minutes. It does take me longer to get these sections done because there's more, there's the 2x4s and more wood essentially to paint. But I am overheated, dripping wet, my face is red, it's time to stop. So I'm going to stop for a while, and I'll come back when the shade is on here much later today and hopefully finish this panel up and the next one. That's my goal anyway, we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this side of the fence now. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm pretty sure I have enough of the paint, but if I don't, at least the last panel that you see over here will be behind the chicken coop. This is just a precautionary thing. I'm sure I'll have enough. I have more than half of a bucket. I've already done 7 panels. And so far that has taken me, the first day was 3 hours for 3 panels. The second day was 2 hours for 2 panels. See a pattern? But then yesterday I got one panel done in about 35 minutes and the other one almost done in that same amount of time. So I'm getting a little quicker. So we're gonna go ahead and start here. I hope I can get this done today. If it should not take more than 4 hours, you know, maybe not in a stretch, but at one time. Someone else might be able to get this done quicker, but it's just me using a paintbrush. So it's gonna take, I'm thinking 3 hours maybe. So it's 9:30. Let's see how it goes. All right, it actually took me an hour to finish this section. The wind is blowing, which isn't an issue, but there are a lot of pine needles falling into my brushes and the bucket. So I've had to, you know, take those out here and there. I'm moving on to the next section, and hopefully that one will not take me as long. The sections with just pickets don't seem to take quite as long. So I got my fingers crossed that this one will go a little faster. So like I mentioned, this section took an hour. There's extra things that need to be painted and I have to do it a little differently, but also I was dealing with the pine cones, not cones, but you know, the leaves, all that stuff falling into stuff and just getting prepped, I guess. This one took 30 minutes. So assuming that the next one takes an hour and the next one takes 30 minutes, I should be done in 2 hours, roughly.